Hello Space Engineers, welcome back to Mount Rutherford here on Hephaestus Prime. Good to see you all, hope you're well. So you would have seen that I just shot up here in the orbital flyer from Fort Rutherford. So I just stuck down there, took the centipede back and brought back some iron ingots with me. So I was running a little bit low. It's been pretty hard work getting the stone out of this hill, but I've done quite a bit of stuff. But yeah, I'm probably going to have to do something about some hydrogen production actually, and oxygen for that matter, because it is lacking up here a bit. So how about we have a little bit of a walk around and I'll show you some of the stuff that I've been up to. So first up, I've done a little bit of tidying around the place, got rid of that scaffolding and put in some proper walkways and things. I'll come back to that orbital fly, we need to have a bit of a chat about that. So we'll head off into the mountain. Now this has taken a very long time. I turned the camera off because it just took so long to drill the hole and recover the stone and then take it, dump it in a cargo container, put the conveyors in, and it's just taking forever. As you can see, I haven't actually finished this bit, but if we come out here, watch out for that first step, it's a doozy. Yes, long way down. So there's the sort of, I guess, operations module, and I'll put in an accommodation module around this side, so it'll all link up. Now we'll go up that ladder there, and this will be the main focus of today. I'll probably do the accommodation first, but I'll probably just really whiz through it quite quickly. Edit-wise, I imagine it's going to take me a while to actually build it, and another thing that's taken a while is climbing this ladder. Why didn't I just fly? Oh, there's some snow, so it must be there. Just reluctant to jump off like I did on Mount Edison and went absolutely flying, but I'm going to have to jump off because I can't actually get off. Right, so yeah, that's where we'll be working today. Just a temporary cargo container there to be able to get stuff out. Put in an extra wind turbine because I was sort of struggling a bit for power. Now we'll head into this resource module, I guess, for want of a better word. And yeah, I've done a bit of work in here, but what I'm finding is that I'm going to have to put a vent in because it's just too cold. Oxygen is a bit of a problem at this altitude. There's a bit of a gap there, so I'm going to have to sort that out. But yeah, that will be one of the things for today as well. Plus putting in O2 and hydrogen making facilities. So I'll just chuck this iron in here, and I've got about the same amount again in the orbiter. So now I can queue up some components because I'm going to have to do quite a bit of manufacture. That's been one of the other things that's really slowed me down and why I turned the camera off, is just my production's not keeping up with what I'm actually doing. So hence why I just took a quick fly down to Fort Rutherford and grabbed some iron. So first up for today, I'm just going to pop in a vent here and make sure that that is all sort of working. And then I'll do the same in the accommodation block when I do that. And yeah, then one of the first things when we get up the top of the mountain and put in the actual transmission sort of assembly setup, then I'll start off there by putting in some hydrogen and oxygen making facilities and a couple of small tanks. Don't need a lot up here, but yeah, I'm just going to have to do something. I'm also probably going to have to set up something temporarily on the Explorer orbiter, because that's pretty much got nothing left in there now. It was running on fumes when I got up the top of the mountain here. Just the extra weight, plus the fact that it was flying on the horizontal to come up, it did absolutely chew through the hydrogen. I did what I could to reduce the usage, but yeah, so that's pretty good, and the green lights are on, so we got pressure in here now, so that's good. But I've got no oxygen tank, so but we'll get to that in due course. I should have enough in the orbiter to keep me going and just be able to work up here. So right, well what I'm going to do is just lay out all this cargo conveyor system right through under here and through out to the accommodation module and put some walkways on. Yeah, just having a little bit of a change around of where stuff's going. But anyway, what I'll do is I'm just going to plod through this, and yeah, we'll come back when the accommodation's all finished. Alright, welcome back. I just did a very quick jetpack run down to Fort Rutherford to grab some more irons that are running a little bit short on that again. I do have a little bit of a plan to overcome that rather than going back down there all the time. Just chuck that in there and grab my tools back out. Yeah, and I think I'll just do something with this ice as well. So what I'm going to do is just pop a O2H2 generator, just a temporary one, on the Explorer orbiter. Just so I can put enough in the tanks to move it. Alright, so I do have a little bit of a plan for hooking this up to the base, because it has got the rear mounted connector, so I'll have to do something tricky there, but that's not going to be a problem. In actual fact, I've already done something, this will be a lot more basic up here, but when we get back down to Fort Rutherford, I have something to show you, because I have actually done something down there on a similar line. Now that's all that ice out of there, so that should be enough. I only need to just move it out of the way really, and yeah, because I will put a proper hydrogen generator on the base. Okay, so let us head down and have a look at the accommodation block before we get on with the rest of the build. So quite happy with how it's come out actually. There's a lot packed into these little modules. Just before I go through there, I will just set some things going, because I did run short. I mean, I'm running short of everything at the moment, so every time the assembly's not sort of going, I tend to fill it up with a few things. That's cool. Alright, so here we go. Now, first of all, up there is a timer, so all these doors shut automatically after 10 seconds. Now, I did relay this pipe work under here actually a couple of times. But yeah, happy with how that came out. It's all very exposed and seems to have purpose. I mean, the whole sort of setup here on the edge of the hill of the cliff, you know, attached to the side of it's been really good. Into our accommodation, so yeah, this has come out real well. And nice comfy little place to sort of sit down there, which I may actually do and charge myself, have a look out the window. It's been snowing all day. And of course that makes it cold and takes the power out of my suit, so I'm having to recharge all the time. It is airtight in here, so hopefully when I get an oxygen supply that will make it a bit more hospitable. Normal sort of layout for my bathroom toilet area. Got the kitchen there, and a little bit of sleeping accommodation and some armories, which I might actually just put my rifle in there so I don't lose it, and just create a bit more room in these inventories. But anyway, so yeah, really wrapped with how that came out. Nice and cozy and comfortable accommodation. An awesome little hut to hang out in when up here on the mountaintop. So I'll just throw these in here, and then we will go out this door, which for quite some time just went out to a huge great drop, but now I've got the walkway in now. Yeah, that's quite cool. Yeah, so through here, finish digging this out so I don't have to duck anymore. And yeah, we'll head up here and get on with the main build, which for me will be tomorrow, because I'm going to call it a night. So see you soon. Good morning. Welcome back. Well, not that you went anywhere, but yeah. Well, should I say good afternoon, because here on Hephaestus Prime, it's just about sunset. I assume it's going to get dark soon. Anywho, let's get this underway. So what I'm going to do is lay out the floor for these modules for the transmission tower. So the control room, as it were. So they're going to be the same size and shape as the operations and the accommodation module. But up here, I'm going to have two of them sort of stacked on top of each other, and the top one offset. So I think that's going to look quite good. So this one here is going to sort of not hide, but protect, cover the access to the tunnel so that the snow doesn't get in there. Won't be airtight though, because of the big hole in the floor. And I'm also going to put in the oxygen and hydrogen making facilities, so an O2 generator as well. So I wasn't initially planning on putting it up here, but I think this is going to be the best place for it. I'm only going to put small tanks in, just to really supplement what's already here, because I don't need a lot. It's not going to be a manufacturing type hydrogen and oxygen place. It's just a little bit of oxygen to keep the rooms pressurized and warm, and then a little bit of hydrogen to top up the Explorer Orbiter and anything else that might come up here. So yeah, won't be doing any large scale mining advice. But speaking of mining, so resources have been a little bit of an issue that I just haven't really got enough up here, because I'm using quite a bit of steel and stuff. So what I've done is, down underneath the landing platform there's a tiny little access tunnel which I use to dig out and hide the connection blocks to the wind turbines. And what I've done in there is put a refinery in sort of the bottom of the hole, and I just hand drill the material, and the stone just falls into the hole, and there's a collector that collects it, puts it into a couple of containers down there, and then the refinery is able to produce the ingots. And then I just go and grab the ingots. It's never more than sort of a half a personal inventory to bring a whole lot up. And yeah, so it's not plumbed in via a conveyor or anything like that. It's just connected to the blocks that are under there to enable it to be powered. Now just back to the task at hand. So I've pretty much got this bottom one sorted out. I won't put the roof on yet because I'm just not sure how that's actually going to work. And I've got the floor down for the second level, so the second module or pod, because they are kind of like pods. Yeah, so that's that, and I'll have to figure out sort of how to link the two stairwise. Yeah, I'm sure I can fit something in there. Plus I'll need a door to create a bit of an airlock, because I will make this top level airtight so that it keeps the weather out. But yeah, again, it's just the standard size, so the center is just 3x4 using full blocks, and then I've just got a row of the curvy blocks around the edge, so it makes it a pretty decent size. Right, well, I shall just continue on with this, and I think that I'm pretty committed to this, that I'm going to weld it up, and if I need to sort of grind down certain sections to redo them, then so be it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that I'm just going to stick with this format, so yeah, I shall continue laying this out and weld it up, so I will see you in a minute. Or maybe 3. Okay, so this should be the last block for now. Yeah, okay, that's good. Now, I've put the stairs in there, so they're not necessarily the final place for them. But yeah, that's looking real good. Yeah, no, I like that. I like how they lock together as well. That's come out well. Now I just need to figure out where I'm going to put a vent. So it'll be down there somewhere. I think if I put it at the sort of top of the stairs, yeah, because there'll already be a hole in the floor up there, so it won't really matter too much linking up the grids, the walkways. All right, so I'll just put it here for now. I've got this gut feeling though that I'll be moving this. Because, yeah, I'm just not 100% sure how the layout's going to go with the likes of the hydrogen and oxygen. So we'll just thread through here and, yeah, we'll move on. Just putting this O2H2 generator in here. And already that conveyor that I just a second put in is in the wrong place. Okay. But this is where it's going to end up is probably a better place. The only problem is now this walkway doesn't fit in these stairs. There's no attach point on the top half of this. Right. Well, what I might do is if I move this container, because that's in the way there, because what I want is for the ladder to come up on a lower level. Yeah. So if I put the, oh, it's gone very dark. I'll put the container up on here, and then that should sort of put it in the right place. Then I can put a tank over the top of where you hop off the ladder, and one under the walkway on the other side. Yeah, I think that'll work. So I'll move this conveyor that I just a second put here. And I'll have to dig out a little bit to get that other conveyor underneath, because they've only got connections on the up and down side, on top and underneath of how I've got the O2H2 laid out. But yeah, this will actually be better. Why can't I just get it right the first time? Why do I have to do it about 6 or 7 different times? Right, can I squeeze through there? No. Plug up this gap. Right, so this is, yeah, this is going to work. So if I put this under here, that means that it comes in behind the ladder, and then I can just pop a walkway up on top of this, so that will work out quite well. And the lights have come back on. Alright, so that's good. Now, how am I going to do the roof in here? Leave that with me. Alright, for about the last half hour it has been trial and error, mostly the latter. I've changed the roof about 3 times, at least 3 times, possibly 4 times, and it's just not there now. I'm back where I started. And these stairs are problematic as well. I think I'm on the right track now though. No matter where I put them before, they'd end up sort of finishing at a wall or something. So what I'm doing here is putting a railing, a walkway across the top, and the stairs will come down and they'll come back on themselves. And I'm going to put the hydrogen tank in here, and then that will actually, there's the oxygen tank, which is the wrong colour. I'll just sort that out. Yeah, so the oxygen tank's going off that way, the hydrogen tank's going to go where I am at the moment, the walkway's going to go over the top, the stairs are going to come down and then turn around and go back under it. So I'll get rid of these stairs. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Right, so just a small hydrogen tank. As I say, I'm not getting into the whole manufacture of it. It's just a little bit of storage up here just to give a bit of a top up to whatever happens to come up if it needs it. Right, we'll just queue up some more of those, and that should be, yeah, that's all that done now. So, whew, okay, that was a little bit of an effort to get all that sorted. I replaced the windows that I'd moved about twice, and yeah, also put in a big ceiling glass, which is not really, yeah, I'm not really happy with that. I think I'll just go for single ones or 1x2s to get a bit of framework up there. But plenty of clearance under that, and then we're straight out the door here. So that all works out well. Works out real well. I'm really happy with that. Alright, so yeah, I'll sort out this roof, which I think will be about for the 5th time, because I did try steel blocks in here, or similar to what was down in the habitation modules, but this walkway, it just doesn't happen. So I had to get rid of those several times, no matter how I tried. But yeah, this just isn't sitting. Whoops, I'll grab that in a minute. This big 3x3 panel just isn't sitting right by me. It just doesn't even look like you've even got a ceiling. So I think I'll just use some smaller panels, and yeah, the 2x2s would do the trick, I think. A couple of rows of those. There we go. And yeah, just to get that sort of framework up there, because you will be able to walk up there. So I am going to have an exit from the top level, which will go on to the roof of this level, and I'll put some railings up there. And then there'll be a ladder that climbs up onto the top level, and the idea is that up there's going to be a big communications tower, and that's the whole point of this exercise. So just got to figure out how all that works, and yeah, I want to be able to climb it and that sort of thing. So I'll just grab these bits, which luckily they didn't fall down that hole. This is only going to go down the hole, and yeah, we'll probably have to make some more components. And oh, that's not right. They how did I work that out?
No energy.
Okay, best I saw that out. I don't know how I got that measurement wrong. No, there's no power in there. We need to use our first aid. A sigh of relief. Oh, it's warmed up and it's high oxygen. Guess the vent's working. This is the first time I've been in here since I've hooked up that oxygen. Awesome. Yeah. And I'll just get some more components happening. But that's excellent news. Fantastic. Alright, where was I? Oh, yeah, that's right. I put the windows overhanging a bit. So, oh, that's because some of the blocks are underneath the other one. Because it should be a 3x4 gap, but it's not. Alright, we'll sort this out and get it all finished. Okie pokey, got all that roof all done, and I've put in this door here, so we can now get out onto our, well, our outdoor patio. I don't know. But anyway, I've got the railings up so we don't fall off when we have too much to drink. There we go. Now, this I was putting in to sort of start my communications tower, but I don't really think that that's in the right place. That's not doing it for me. I think it's going to be better if I actually put it sort of in the actual control room. Yeah, and then it'll come up through the floor and it'll go up through the roof and then go up from there. And because this will have a glass roof as well, then you'll be able to sort of look up at it. So what I might do is also, just to make it a bit more interesting, I might use like a piston or something like that. That's why I was just using those interior blocks before, just to get a little bit of texture. But yeah, I think I might... Now this is in the middle of the room, so... Yeah, but I'll put a piston in, and not that it'll be attached to the piston, it's just, this is just going to be decoration. So I'll sort of put this on the floor, and then have that extend out. Yeah. Do I want it in the middle though? Alright. Leave this with me for a little bit, again, and I'll sort this out. Alright, so I've moved that piston about 3 or 4 times. I think I've got it in the right place now. So just queuing up some glass panels. And this block that I'm putting in is just going to be like the foundation of the tower, and it's going to be a big tower. So there we go, and I'll just extend this up into the block. So it's not connected, it's just purely decorative. And then we'll get to work putting the glass ceiling on, which is good. And I'll have to add those doors to the timer to make sure they shut automatically. And we should be all sealed in here after that, which should be good. Now I've put that desk in as well, because that's going to be the sort of decoration here. I'll put one on this side as well. But also just something to charge. I am just always running out of power. It's just got so cold. My suit is just sucking it dry. Yeah, that's pretty cool actually. Yeah. Alright, so we'll just zero that off and turn the thing off. Now, just haven't been able to quite finish off this roof because I keep running out of silicon to make the glass, so I'll just put those last ones in. Now this is where I've got my little mine, so there's a little hidey hole down here, and those grids, they go up to the wind turbines. But as you can see down the bottom, just put a collector, and there is also a refinery under there as well, just to the left of it. So I'll do that, and I'll just grab a little bit of ice as well in the mix, just to keep the oxygen topped up, because I do lose a bit every time I open the door. It's all good. So yeah, this is my little stone mine. Thought I'd better show you this. Yeah, and so I'll just grab that ice, because that's all just been collected in the one spot, and then I'll grab out the resources, the ingots that it's been processing since the last time I was in here, which it's not that much in there. Really, I didn't do much stone last time, so might have to make another trip back in a little bit. Just get rid of the gravel. Off that goes, down the hill. Right, and we'll pop that in there, and then hopefully I'll just give those a bit of a tickle up while I'm here. So still a bit more glass to produce, but here's almost there. Right, so I'll be able to get on with this tower anyway. Yeah, so I've got to figure out how to sort of put the ladder up and stuff. Yeah, so in such a way that the ladders go from platform to platform, because of course you can't really put a ladder on top of a platform, so I might have to do something like upside down maybe. Yeah, I'll probably have to do that so they're not taking up the same, the walkway isn't taking up the same space as the ladder. Yeah, so I'll have to have a bit of a try with that. Anyway, we'll put this tower in. I'm just going to keep it in this unfinished state, so it is going to be, yeah, sort of grid-like. That'll do for now, but I will make it taller than that. And then, yeah, on this side here, I need to figure out how to put the ladder up. So I really need a platform there. I'll have to replace this curvy block and put an interior thing in. Okay, yeah, I think this is going to work. So I'll just put these walkway railings along the edge there, and yeah, I'll do sort of 2 or 3 ladder extensions up, and then put a platform in, so the ladder's going to go up and around the tower. I think this is going to look pretty cool. I hope so, because I put a lot of work into getting to this point. Right, so I'll just get these around the right way. Safety first, don't want to fall off the roof and then land in the snow and tumble down the mountain into a deep crevasse. And that's not going to work. I need to put a corner one in here. I'm just putting these railings external to the walkway, so they just sort of attach to the side of the glass roof there, so it all works quite well. Yeah. Again, you know, could have a little barbecue or something up on the roof here. Okay, so I'll just put that one on there, and I still need to think about the colour. I don't know if the red's going to work for up the tower. Yeah, but there we go. So now we've got the roof access. That works well. And I'll do a similar sort of thing up wrapping around the tower. Yeah, actually I might just, before I go any further, put in an antenna. So I think here's probably a good a spot as any. And sort of just have it sticking out here. Because those antennas, you know, they're a 1x1 base. They do sort of stick in the wrong place a bit. Yeah, so I'll sort of replicate what's happening at the other end. Hello Space Engineers, Future Wellington 6012 here. So I've bitten off more than I can chew today. The edit so far has squashed down about, I think, 4 hours. And I still have about another 2 or 3 hours of build time of footage. So I'm going to make this a two-part thing rather than try and squash it all in, because there's still quite a bit to do. It's just not knowing where stuff's getting laid out, and I've moved things about 5 or 6 times. The same sort of block as it is. That block that I just put in is going to get deleted soon. Yeah, so I think we'll come back to this next episode. And yeah, but I have finished it. It looks real cool. Looks real awesome. Okay, so yeah, thanks everybody for watching today. Hope you did enjoy it, and certainly more than most times, I hope to see you again next time, and we'll finish this off. Stay safe out there, everybody. Have a good one.